What's up, guys? Welcome to Dairy Season 2 stream. Um, Earlier today was the opening titles, the opening credits and stuff. I would say we still have quite a few actors that I will need a credit. So the intro is gonna be longer than the video had originally planned it, cause there's gonna be more actors along the way for season 2, and we start filming next month. So I'm gonna have the official cast for it by February the 3rd, and we'll just film maybe every Saturday and Sunday. But yeah. So welcome to Dairy Season 2. It's gonna have a full on cast, like lots of people voice acting characters. And yeah, some characters are actually parents of people in season 1 that you probably wouldn't expect, like people that you wouldn't expect. And we got what's up?
Yo.
So this is the Welcome to Dairy Season 2 stream. We're just gonna talk about like season 2 stuff and like plans and characters.
All right.
Caleb, since you're voicing
What's up?
Caleb, he's like, yeah, what's up? What's up? Wait, hold on. Oh, what's up, Boxamations? So like Caleb, he's a main character in the series. He's a kid, and Alfred, the one of the leaders of the Bradley gang. But yeah, I'm planning for like the Bradley gang to be like the last episode, and the setup for it to be in episode 7.
Okay.
So maybe like 3 or 4 of the main characters are gonna be at the store when it's getting robbed by the Bradley gang.
All
Because
right. So
that's
I can also be one of like the Bradley gang shooters, I guess.
yeah, Alfred and like maybe George. I think George was one of the shooters in the Bradley gang.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like there are some parents of the kids in season 1. Like Roy's dad. Roy's dad. He's gonna be featured in season 2, and maybe we might see Elfrida or Alvin's parents in the season 2 series. Season 2.
Okay.
So like the episode 1 is like the setup, like where the Bradley gang is introduced and the main cast is introduced. And I don't know how I'm gonna be able to like fit Pennywise into those episodes. Maybe in like episode 4 or something where Pennywise appears. But yeah, there's gonna be like a whole build up to it, so it can do like way better than season 1. Better editing, like the finale. It was like longer than all the other episodes.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be like hard to film it, but yeah, I think the episodes are gonna be like very good. Maybe like longer than 30 minutes. Like not the 8 minute ones and 12 minute episodes, because like
Yeah.
they make the series more like shorter, and there was no build up to the stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and Rich's dad is gonna be in 1935.
Rich Tozer or Rich Santos?
Rich Santos.
Okay.
His dad's gonna be featured in it. He's Well, I don't know his dad's name, but I'm thinking of like naming him like Ricky or something.
Okay.
Or maybe his name can just like be passed down to Rich.
Yeah,
Cause
he could also be rich.
yeah, he could
But that
also
would be a lot of riches.
yeah. We already have 2 right now, so we added another one, that would be 3 Riches. I will say Alvin though, I was like, oh, we haven't really killed that many kids since then. And like since I wanted everybody to lose some plot armor in the finale, it was kind of hard, like having to kill Alvin, because he was starting to grow onto like my favorite character in the series. But like we needed the emotion, we needed an emotional finale, and we needed some more deaths. So I just decided maybe it's time for Alvin to go, because I figured maybe Alvin could survive throughout the series and move out of Derry. But yeah, I just didn't. I just decided to like make it like devastating.
So what you just said, are you saying you're gonna like kill more people for season two?
I'm trying to think if I should like have everybody like have a sad ending or like some happy endings or some sad endings, but like since Pennywise kind of gets weaker every 27 years, I'm deciding that 1935 and 1908 will be his strongest cycles.
Okay.
So Pennywise is he's gonna kill quite a few people in 1935.
Will you also make like 1908 flashbacks in your season two?
Yeah, there's gonna be 1908 flashbacks, and whenever I had like 1935 scenes, which I didn't really have 1935 scenes, those will also be featured.
Oh, okay. Also, since Welcome to Derry, like the real series, did 1908 from 62, are you thinking about doing any flashbacks from 1881?
Yeah, maybe like 1881. Maybe I'll do like some flashbacks, but that was before Pennywise picked up his clown form.
Yeah, that was before.
So yeah, maybe like it'll be a flashback before Pennywise became the clown.
Yeah. Like,
Um,
I have a flashback to, like, in my 1908 series to, like, 1854 even, and he's not Pennywise the Clown yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking if he should like be like this monster without the clown form, or he goes under other people's identities and just and kills them in that.
Yeah.
The hold on, I think I might need to translate. I don't know how to read that, so I
By
need
the way, this is not a texture loss voice reveal.
yeah,
I've revealed my voice before.
yeah. But like maybe episode one will be like 32 minutes, and then the finale is gonna be the longest episode again.
Yeah, since the 62 was like 40 minutes, could the 1935 even be like an hour?
Yeah, maybe like an hour. And in season three, who knows how long the finale will be?
Yeah, because it's gonna get longer and longer.
Yeah, as the finales are gonna keep getting longer for like a better season, better episodes. So 1935's finale is gonna be an hour, and 1908 that's probably gonna be like an hour and a half, possibly 2 hours. Which I'm pretty sure nobody wants to watch a 2 hour finale. But whatever we can like fit into the finale that like makes it make sense without it like carrying it on when it doesn't need to be like that long of an episode.
Yeah. Should we like talk about like the past episodes, like
Oh
or
yeah, the past episodes, like episode one, there wasn't really a group at
yeah,
all.
like we yeah.
It was just like maybe like two kids. No.
It
Kaki
was
didn't die.
mainly Ted, Kaki, and Ted,
Yeah, it
but
was
like
just
some of the other characters were there.
yeah. Some of the other main cast were there, and Alvin was introduced in episode three, and Roy was in episode two. He waits until Roy waits until like more into the series until he joins their group again. And Aiden, yeah, he was kinda how they started the group again. Also, kind of the reason why he got killed, because they make the group up again under Aiden's influence. So if they never reunited, Aiden probably wouldn't have died. Maybe until like the finale. So he was probably it was like they weren't really united. They were just a group that was just put together, even though they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Kind of like in the first two episodes, when they were just wandering around. and that's how they got their friends killed. So they were never like really united as a group until like episode 5, and then episode 6 they're wait no yeah episode 5 they're not united at all.
Have
But
you made any last names for the 35 characters yet?
for Caleb, I think for Caleb I might do like I don't know, maybe Fraser, maybe Caleb Fraser.
Like
And
like the actor of Eddie Kasprak?
yeah, but
But I
I'm
had an idea for one of the last names. What if one of the last names was that like boy in chapter 2 that like died in the mirror maze?
yeah, I'm still thinking if I should like if I should do like the same last names of people that are even in the chapter 2.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to come up with some last names today, and then when we all like start filming I'm going to say the last names too. But yeah,
Yeah.
still coming up with some last names. But we already know Ricky's last name. If I ever decide to do Ricky, it's gonna be Santos because he's
Yeah,
Ricky's
yeah,
dad.
cuz he's related to Rich.
Yeah, and since Roy's dad is gonna be in 1935, it's gonna be Hanscom.
And since like there's a bunch of new characters from Welcome to Derry, we could also make like Marge's last name and also like Bainbridge.
Yeah, we can also do that. So like their for their parents, even though it's like in the real Welcome to Dairy, we can still do that.
Yeah.
And, maybe yeah, since I wanted to keep Roy's last name a secret until it came to like the finale, where it would be full on confirmed that he was Roy Hanscom and that he would survive to become Ben's dad.
Yeah.
But it's just like the build up that we need for season 2 and season 3, because season 1 was kind of in scrambles.
Yeah, cuz they already actually made the real season 1, but they're probably not making the real season 2 until like 2027 or that's when it's releasing.
Yeah, I don't want people to like wait that long because I don't know what I'm gonna do between that timestamp. So I'm just doing like it comes out in June of 2026. That way we still have time to like film and prepare, and then it'll premiere.
Just wondering, should we talk about my Welcome to Derry?
Yeah, yeah. It's a Welcome to Dairy stream, so we can like talk about Welcome to Dairy and all that.
Yeah. If
Episode 1 was
anybody
really good.
if anybody is wondering how I got the audio was I just screen recorded it, but it only recorded the audio, not like the actual like video. Because
Yeah,
if I recorded
yeah,
the actual video, I'd probably release it on YouTube.
because if you screen record it, you might release it onto like social media,
Yeah, because
so it only gives audio.
whenever before I did that, I was trying to like look for the whole episode of Welcome to Derry season 1 on YouTube, but nothing was there.
Yeah, so like the entire audio, like one time I was screen recording on like Disney's because I was making like a Disney themed movie, and it's like, wait, why'd my screen go like dark? And I was like, oh, it's the copyright issues, copyright.
Yeah, and they just don't want you to steal their content.
Yeah, because it's like copyright guarded and trademarked.
Yeah. But I just used the audio, so it's fine.
Yeah. Episode 1 was actually really good. The animation for like when the pickles fell down, that was pretty good, and like overall editing was actually pretty good.
Thanks.
Welcome. And episode 1 of My Welcome to Dairy wasn't really that edited. Neither goes for like episode 2 and 3. Episode 8 was the most I've ever edited of the series.
Yeah.
So that's what made it like my overall favorite. And for season 2, editing is really gonna improve. So it can be like a better season, and it's like higher quality than season 1.
Yeah, overall.
But yeah, overall it just depends on editing.
So in the real Welcome to Derry, I always thought that the black spot for some reason was gonna come in the last episode. So will that be the case for the Bradley gang or not?
Yeah, for the Bradley gang, it's gonna be in the last episode
Okay.
because there's not really much to add after that. After that, Pennywise just goes to sleep, and then the kids wake him up or something. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Maybe like if I do end up doing like the kids wake him up, they're probably gonna be wandering around in the sewers, and they make like a huge noise, and Pennywise wakes up,
Yeah.
or something similar to that. I'm still thinking about it though.
Yeah, my 1908 series is kind of gonna relate to chapter one. Like there's gonna be deaths, but not a lot of deaths.
Yeah, like Pennywise didn't really kill that many people in chapter one, nor did he did.
Yeah, besides like Patrick and stuff.
Yeah, and maybe for like 1935, there won't be like major deaths, and like near the end of the series, there's not gonna be like major deaths.
So since you're making like your own series of like Welcome to Derry, and since you mentioned you might make chapter one and two, will chapter one and two be a recreation or like again your own, but with like the same characters or not the same characters?
It's gonna sort of follow chapter one. It'll actually use a lot of scenes from chapter one, but also a little bit of my own stuff from like the novel,
Yeah.
maybe like a little bit of audios from chapter one, and maybe get more like original with my own scenes and what I thought should have been in the first two movies. But yeah, it's gonna be like chapter one, but with a lot of my own scenes as well.
Okay.
Because after all, it is a 2 hour movie. But for season two, it's gonna be like way more hardcore than season one because hardcore Pennywise didn't really come until like episode seven. So I'm gonna change that. Oh, wait.
I noticed in like the cover, is it gonna be like the 1962? Because I saw that he had like the blood on him.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 1962. And actually, the reveal for Pennywise is gonna be Pennywise waking up.
Oh, so he's gonna be like that the whole show.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
gonna add on to the horror.
Okay.
So when I do the Pennywise reveal, it's gonna be Pennywise waking up, and he's not gonna have his normal eyes. His eyes are gonna be black with like a little white glowing dot in his two eyes. It's gonna be way scarier. What was that?
I don't know. I think they just pressed the link.
Yeah, I think they just pressed the link to like join. I don't know what that was, but okay. Okay. But yeah, Pennywise is gonna be like it throughout the whole show. It's gonna add on to the horror. I thought it would add on to the horror.
I'm
And
excited to see Pennywise with the gun.
oh yeah, Pennywise with the gun is gonna be insane.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see Pennywise holding a gun.
Yeah, because he can just like use his teeth or something.
Yeah, he can just like use his teeth to like bite them and bite their limbs off and stuff. But no, Pennywise is gonna be holding a gun.
But that's cool that they use that because I feel like the movies and shows of It Welcome to Derry by like Andy Muschietti and not by like the novel because they don't really follow the novel that much.
Yeah,
Because in the novel, the Bradley gang, there was a clown shooting, but they did follow that in like the opening.
yeah. There's like I think maybe because Pennywise was holding a gun was because he started becoming the clown in 1908. So like in 1935, maybe he doesn't know like he had those like crazy abilities.
Yeah,
Maybe that.
since he becomes the clown in 1908, um I make like the disappearance of Bob Gray in episode 1 of my 1908 series.
Yeah, maybe for like 1908, I'll do like episode 3 has like circus scenes, but it goes something goes terribly wrong, and then episode 3 is the disappearance,
Yeah.
and then in the finale when he was like, "I'm not Bob Gray" and all that. I might include that too.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'll include that because like that was kind of just
Oh
like
yeah, it was kind of like an illusion. Yeah,
yeah,
it was like an illusion.
but you could. It's up to you.
What? What? I think this guy just sent a private chat message. It just says, "OI." Let's see.
Or
Season
yeah,
two. Season two is gonna be like way better. And it's gonna have like way more adult storylines too. It's like adults going crazy, not knowing what's about to come to them, how Pennywise is gonna strike. And
yeah.
episode one here. Some spoilers for episode one is at the beginning it's just the Bradley gang at a firing range getting ready to like rob and murder the stores in the seventh and eighth episode. Maybe there might be like some. Okay, I'm not adding him to the stage again. He keeps on like leaving and joining back and leaving and joining back. But
I'm glad that I kind of get to see like stuff early because I'll be an actor, but like I also won't see some stuff because I won't be in all every scene.
yeah,
But I won't leak anything.
so you don't get spoiled for the whole entire series. Whenever somebody isn't in a scene and there's like no background actors needed, you'll just be like somewhere. You'll just be like another place on the map until it's time for you to shoot another scene. That way, it's
Yeah.
not like very spoiled, and there's not like
Unless
really
if
spoilers.
unless if that day of filming like you don't need that character at all for some reason, but that's mainly if it's like a small character.
Yeah, if it's like a small character, then we won't really meet them for every episode, and we'll just tell them, "Hey, you have the day off. Yeah, we don't really need you for acting today."
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the characters in the kids group won't be that helpful to the group at all. Actually, maybe until like the third episode, they actually start to like help the group out a lot and actually learn a lot about Pennywise.
Okay. And in your 1908 series, will he also have the blood again or no?
Probably not because since he was like since he killed Bob Gray and he woke up he wasn't in the clown form. He's probably not gonna be covered in blood. Maybe if there's like maybe at the Kitchener Ironworks explosion, at the explosion maybe he'll be covered in blood there.
So I made some things for the 1908, but you know how in the real Welcome to Dairy intro, there's like the kid looking into the sewer and there's like a lollipop sticking out?
Yeah,
That's gonna be in my 1908 series. I think it's supposed to take place in 62, but I'm just putting it in there for my 1908. And obviously, I'm putting like all of the stuff from the intro from the Ironworks explosion in there, like the Easter Bunny jumping.
yeah, the Easter Bunny in the air and Pennywise holding out a lollipop from the sewers. I think yeah, that was before Pennywise was like his horror self and he was just starting out.
Yeah,
It kind
but
of
it only showed like the yellow eyes. It didn't show the actual clown.
yeah, but if it was Pennywise, it sort of reminds me from Georgie's death when he got his arm bit off.
Yeah, but the person that looking in the sewers doesn't get killed in that scene.
Yeah,
I should have
but
known that.
the handing out the lollipop was like that was probably when Pennywise was starting out and he didn't know how to like lure kids in.
Yeah, because I feel like he mainly targeted adults when he started.
Yeah, when he started, I think he didn't really like know what he was really doing, and he probably
Yeah,
didn't know how to lure people in. But maybe when he killed Bob Gray, he knew how to lure Bob Gray in,
yeah,
even
cause
though even though he was like hesitant and he was like, "No, go somewhere else. Can't you see I'm busy here?"
yeah, cause once he figured out that kids have the most vivid imaginations, then he like started to target kids.
Yeah, and once he learned that like their fear is more pure, then he
Yeah,
started to like go after them more because he knew that they would taste better if they were like very scared and they were like hesitant and had like that yeah that scared imagination.
yeah.
Well, in season 2, it's gonna be like it's gonna be wild. Pennywise, he's gonna be like way stronger in 1935. And heads up, somebody in season 2 will be getting decapitated by Pennywise with his bare
Oh,
hands.
okay.
That's
So have
gonna
you?
be that's gonna be insane.
Yeah. So have you like written the whole story of your 1935 series?
Not yet. I'm writing episode 1. Episode 1 is kind of like the build up and stuff, like their fears start to like build up. So yeah, I'm still writing the script.
Okay, you don't have to, but I'm just gonna ask this. If you could only say one word to sum up episode one, what would it be?
Um pro- Probably like um maybe like frozen. After watching the episode, you'll just be frozen in shock. Like frozen.
Okay.
Just staring at the screen, not knowing what just happened. Oh, what's up, Spirit Pumpkin?
Yo, Spirit Pumpkin, what's up?
What's up? Uh, yeah. Season 2 is gonna be wild. Pennywise is gonna be even crazier, and
So when is it starting? Because it said like every last day of the month. So if there's gonna be 8 episodes, will it be like the whole 2026 almost?
yeah, almost all of 2026. It's gonna be every final Saturday of the month. Um,
Oh, okay.
every
So if the episode if the month were to end on a Friday, would you do like the Saturday before that Friday or just this first day of the month?
it would be the first Friday of the month if it ended on Friday.
Oh, okay.
So if it were to be starting in June, which it's going to start in June, the 8 episodes would conclude in January, because June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Wait, yeah, maybe I missed a month or something. But yeah, it's gonna conclude in like it's gonna conclude at the start of 2027. But Pennywise is gonna go out even crazier, because at the end of 1962, when the kids were trying to escape the house and they were gonna try and defeat Pennywise after he killed Alvin, Pennywise just went into hibernation.
So since the wait, did you said there was going to be 8 episodes?
Yeah.
So does that mean it will start in April?
Oh yeah, I think it has to start in April. Yeah,
Okay.
because I think that was only 7 episodes. But Pennywise, in 1962, in my series, when they tried to like defeat Pennywise, he just went into hibernation. And I've tried to leave Roy's fate unknown, since he was still in the house. But the real ending to that was Roy does end up found in the house and he's rescued. But Roy, I mean, no, not Roy. I mean, Wentworth, he's found unconscious in the house when the ambulance comes, and then it's revealed that he's just in a coma. And then he wakes up soon enough to become Richie's dad. But Roy, I mean, no, not. I'm like, why do I keep saying Roy? Wentworth kind of had like a late introduction because he was kind of new to dairy.
I just looked at an April calendar and I think the first episode, if it starts in April, it's releasing right before my birthday.
Yo, that's crazy. Maybe it can release on your birthday. Wait, Spirit Pumpkin. Yo, Aiden, you think you can make me an intro song for my Welcome to Dairy? Yeah, sure. I've tried to find a good song. But if
Yeah,
you
I
want like
like
a
the song you used.
well, if you want like a custom song, then I think I can make a good custom song for the intro.
Yeah, I like your song for the 35 intro.
Thanks. Yeah, it was kind of hard choosing it because I was originally gonna do Mr. Sandman. Oh my
Oh
god,
yeah. Maybe that you could do that for 1908.
yeah, because it kind of like matches it because it's like the start of something. I keep getting notified that he joined. Custom is fine. Yeah, I think I'll do custom because custom is like it'll match the horror for it. Because I don't know like a song that'll match the horror for it, but yeah. In episode 8, there was one jump scare. It was when Roy opens that door again and sees Pennywise with all the arms in his skull showing. That was like probably the only jump scare throughout the series. So season 2 is gonna have like a whole bunch of jump scares.
Also, just wondering, since this is custom, you know how like when Beverly goes into the deadlights in chapter 1 and she sees the future, will that happen at all?
I think I might include that. I think I might include something similar to it too.
Okay.
So yeah. For 1908, for 1908 though, I will include Francis and then since
Rose. Rose.
yeah, and Rose. And since I didn't include them in 1962, I'm gonna do like they're adults in 1935 and they end up moving out of Derry to
Okay.
start a new life somewhere else.
Well, I don't know if Rose moved out from that like when they were at like the Kandusky River in episode 3. I think just Francis moved out
Yeah.
and then came back.
Yeah, and then he came back because he's in 1962. And when Rose said, this place has a way of making people forget. I think when Roy ends up dying as an adult, he's gonna end up forgetting Alvin, like completely. And
It's
so
up
is
to you, but I'm gonna since I'm making episode 3 and a 1908 of Welcome to Derry. I obviously have to make the Skeleton Man chase, and if that might be too hard for you, you can probably just use mine if you want.
All right. Thanks. I'll try. I'll try and make a skeleton man. If I can't, then I'll just use that.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a model, but I'm gonna have to like, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I'll also try and make a model for mine. But yeah, it's gonna be challenging to make one. But yeah, see, season 2 is gonna be good. And about the Bradley gang, but the reason it becomes a shootout is because like residents and the FBI starts to shoot them because they're robbing and murdering stores. But it's gonna be like slowly, so people start to put the pieces together and figure out that it was the Bradley gang that's been doing that, and then that's how it becomes like a shootout.
You can include this if you want, but I made this in my 1908 story, where basically I'm pretty sure in the book like um 3 men are like watching over the ironworks, and there's like the mutant baby is flying above it like the day before the ironworks exploded, and like the character Marshall will be like driving by with his mom. So and then he sees like a building that's opening that's supposed to be a gun shop, and I was thinking in 35 that could be like a gun store if you want to add that. And then later in 62 the military buys that and it becomes the black spot.
Yeah, that's actually like a really good like story behind it. That actually kind of makes like really much like a bunch of sense because in 1962 there was like a whole bunch of crates. So like those crates could be like where they stored their ammo and all their guns and
Yeah.
gunfire.
But in like 1908, it was just opening. Like they were putting signs up that said like opening soon.
Yeah, and then the Bradley gang like claims it, and that's where they keep all their guns and stuff. And since it's like near the woods, people don't really like see it that much.
Yeah, or they could be like buying their guns from there.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good build up though.
I'm gonna include that. Well, at least just in a 1908 because I'll probably like make a second 1908 once it actually releases. If my channel is even still up, which the
Yeah.
one is.
For season two, I might wait until like a trailer releases or something for season two, or like a teaser. That way, I know what I'm doing. I can like include that stuff in the season two to make it like a better season and make it make like a whole bunch of more sense.
I don't know if they will release a teaser that early, but I mean,
Yeah,
hope.
hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe like if there's like leaks or something, then maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's gonna be leaks in time because like well, unless if like, are you trying to make like episode one just that, and then in the time you have after episode one releases, you'll make episode two, or
Yeah, I'm gonna try and release it before the actual season two comes out, and then I can see like what happens there, and see how accurate mine was to the real Welcome to Dairy.
yeah, because I mean, they probably will start like production in April-ish, probably. But
Yeah,
what
I
I
think
was
they
trying
start in March.
what I was actually trying to say was like, after you will release episode one, then will you start making episode two, and etc.
Maybe I might finish it of the whole series and then release them one by one, but probably not. I think I would just like maybe release episode one and then work on episode two because we'll have like the whole month to work on it. So
Okay.
yeah, because we have a whole month and then it releases at the end of the month. And I'm gonna have to try and like set the premiere 2 days earlier because when I was uploading episode 8, it took the whole night to upload or
Yeah,
to like finish loading.
that's why it didn't release on the 30th.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna upload it. No, I'm gonna like premiere it. Set it as a premiere 2 days earlier. That way I can like have enough time to finish loading before it like premieres on the day it's like gonna release.
Okay.
For that. Uh, So that's pretty much season two information. Oh yeah, and we also have another character, a girl character in 1935. Her name's Elaine.
Oh, like
So yeah,
the person that's kind of like friends with Patty.
yeah, yeah, kind of similar to like them. So
Yeah,
maybe like
because Elaine Morrison is one of the patty cakes.
yeah, so maybe it can be like a name passed down to like one of the patty cakes because they are in episode 8 in my
Yeah,
series for the party. But yeah.
I feel like Patty is just targeting Roy at that point
Yeah. Like,
because she literally went out of her way to draw a picture of Roy.
yeah. So it was like I think she was just getting on his nerves at that point because
Yeah.
Roy was just trying to read his newspaper, and then she just kept on like annoying him. So yeah.
I'm also when I made like the werewolf skin in episode 8, that will appear a lot as like Will Allen's fear in my 1908 series.
Well, cool. I was gonna make Elaine partially similar to Elfrida because like I wanted people to like think that she's like maybe Elfrida's mother. So that's why I'm gonna like try and make her like similar because she's probably also gonna go missing and then the group has to go save her or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was actually doing like something like that could actually build up the Bradley gang shootout very well. So like the some of the main kids in the series like go to a farm and they like help out the farmers to raise money, and then they need to go to the store because the farmer sent them out to like buy some materials or something like that. And then they say that they'll be back before dark, and then when they're about to leave, the Bradley gang shows up, and then it just leaves on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And then the kids won't even have like the chance to like leave the store. So I think that's gonna be like a good build up for mine for the Bradley gang shootout. But yeah, season 2 was gonna be like probably one of the best seasons. Season 1 might be dead last on rankings, but yeah.
So if you, I mean, I don't. Since you said you haven't like written all the episodes yet, if you have like written some parts of the episodes, like parts of it and not the whole thing of the episode, out of all besides episode 8, because I have a feeling you're gonna say episode 8, which one was your favorite or would be your favorite?
Okay, episode no, not episode 8. Maybe not episode 8 because I was kind of sad when I had to kill off Alvin. So I'd say probably episode 3 because it's not too scary, but it is kind of scary. No, not really many people die in the episode.
I was talking about 1935.
Oh yeah, so 1935. I'd say probably for since I wrote like a little bit of episode 5, I'd say that. I'd say episode 5.
Okay.
I will say episode 5. I'm not gonna spoil too much about it, but it is more emotional than season 1's episode 8. Like way more emotional.
Like, wow, that must be a hard episode.
Yeah, and then like fans are gonna be like shocked, probably not even gonna want to finish the series anymore after like after having to see episode 5.
Because like somebody said in the chat while watching on the premiere of episode 8, somebody said I'm tearing up.
Oh yeah, they said that they were tearing up. I think it was because Alvin, and
Yeah.
then they said that they were literally crying. I was like, what have I done? What have I done? I was just like, what have I done? Like, why did I have to include Alvin's death? Why did I have to make it so emotional? But if they teared up from episode 8, they're really gonna tear up from episode 5.
To be honest, since it's just Roblox, it's not as emotional as Rich's death.
Yeah, it's not really as emotional as Rich's death and the real Welcome to Dairy. But yeah, it will be emotional though because like it's just I don't want to spoil too much. I don't want to say it's about a character or an event that happened with including a character. I'll just say you're really gonna cry after that episode. They're really gonna tear up. That's all I have to say. It's like and episode 8 isn't even titled the Bradley Gang shootout at all, or the Bradley Gang massacre.
Yeah, I'm
It's
almost. I mean, even though I'm making my Welcome to Dairy series right now, I'm almost done with the 1908. Right now, I'm writing episode 9. Yes, I'm making 9 episodes.
oh, so it's like more than season 1, yeah, because like the series needs to like last longer because like they're really good episodes and like the episodes are long, but if there was like a ninth episode, like it would really tie the knot to like that season.
But I don't even know. I mean, I'm trying to make it kind of like how Welcome to Dairy, like the real one, was, like where is another event after the like black spot or after the ironworks in my 1908, if we're talking about that. Um,
Yeah.
so I wanted to try to make that, but to be honest, my brain just can't think. So I don't know if I'll make that. I might not make an episode 9, but if I don't make an episode 9, like yours, the ironworks will happen on episode 8.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a very emotional event. Since I wanted to like throw fans off for episode 8, I'm not titling it the Bradley Gang Massacre or Bradley Gang Shootout. It's actually gonna be titled Happy Endings. But
Oh, okay. That's cool. So he leaked the title.
yeah, so people are gonna look some yeah, it's gonna be good. Everybody's gonna get their happy endings. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, but no, it's the complete opposite of happy endings.
Even though it's called happy endings.
Yeah, it's just to trail fans off from what's about to happen. So in episode 7, they're probably gonna be like some, oh, since the next since it's titled happy endings, the kids probably make it out of the store and they survive to live up to adults.
I just got an idea. Since you're making the Bradley gang, you know how in like at the very end of episode 2 they find like that car with the skeletons in it?
Yeah,
Maybe there could be like a clip when like somebody just walks up to that car even though they didn't even do anything and just shoots all of them. I know that's pretty brutal, but that probably is what happened.
yeah, that's definitely probably what happened. Or maybe Pennywise was in a different form and just ate them one by one. But I think maybe since it's the Bradley Gang shootout, they're gonna try and drive away, but then they shoot them, and
Yeah,
then their bodies just start to decay.
but they're gonna have to shoot them from the front because there is bullet holes in the front.
Yeah,
Maybe that's like the same car in the intro when it zooms out from like that bullet hole in the windshield.
well, yeah. So something like similar to that, like probably like just maybe one of their troops accidentally shoots their car, and then the people shooting against the Bradley Gang finishes it off.
Yeah.
So episode 8, happy endings. No, it's the opposite. It's actually the opposite. People are really gonna be sad.
So
Espe- Episode 5 and episode 8 are the two emotional episodes, kind of like how I did with episode 8 and episode 4.
okay. So are we basically done with the stream?
I'm probably about to end the stream in like maybe like until it hits like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Mickey Mouse.
Hello.
But yeah, happy endings. Some people get a happy ending for their life, but some people don't. I'll say more people get a bad ending than people get a happy ending.
I do have I never got to ask it, but I do have one question about season 1.
Yeah.
Did you intend for Elfrida Marsh to have brown hair, or because she really has orange hair?
Oh my god, I actually messed up on my series.
It's okay, but like I was just a little confused about that.
Yeah. I did not really know. I That's why I'm gonna do like way more research for season 2 because I need to make it like very accurate.
Yeah,
Because
but
season 1
it's
was,
fine. I'm sure people don't really care about her hair color.
yeah, but like it needs to be like more accurate. I think maybe for the real Welcome to Dairy in one episode, I think it was episode 2 where there was a person with or red hair, and they like slipped a note into a locker. I think that might have been Elfrida.
Bro, I was thinking like maybe you could like make, you know how at the end of the real Welcome to Dairy when it's like it shows like a kind of like it goes into the future to 1988.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking like maybe you could make one, and I just realized, what if they made like from the actual like 1935 series, if they made like an ending like for and it takes place in like 1961 or 1962. What if we got to see Morris Bainbridge, Lily Bainbridge's dad's death?
Yeah, I think that would actually that would actually add up to it, so like we could see why it was like super traumatic.
Yeah,
And
I thought that I thought that could be in the real show, and maybe you could add that if you want, but that might be too brutal.
yeah, and also a good theory for Lily Bainbridge. The theory is that she's actually Beverly's mom, and that since she like had a traumatic childhood, she changed her identity, changed her name, changed her hair, and the way she looked because of her traumatic childhood.
But I think we later found out that that was not the case.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Cause
Probably Betty Ripson's mom. Probably Betty Ripson's mom.
because like remember before like Will and Rich started to chat, that girl like
Because she also has a history with Juniper Hill Asylum.
yeah. But
So yeah.
remember from
Well,
episode
we thank you
2?
guys for tuning in into the stream, and we'll see you guys in the next stream.
Bye bye.
And thank you Texture Laws for joining the stream with us.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
And I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you guys, but I can't um it's like my phone is kind of muted cuz I just got a call. But yeah, see you guys.
See ya.